What's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And when it comes to making more money in your Amazon book business, you want to send and ship more books off. The faster you can ship, the more books you can ship off to Amazon, the more money you're going to make. So today we're going to be talking with Romer about how he's able to ship 200 books per hour to the Amazon FBA warehouses. So we got a pretty awesome video for you. So how in the world are you doing that, man?
So I use a couple apps, and the reason why how I list so fast is I use Google Keep, and there's no lag time. So with ScanLister, with Accelerlist, there's always this 1 second or 2 seconds, or if you have really bad Wi-Fi, it might be like 5 or 10 seconds where it circles around, it's connecting to Amazon's API or something like that. And it just takes a while. So like I used to list books in Starbucks, and even with really fast Wi-Fi, it goes boom, boom. You know, and I'm just a super impatient person, and I list everything as good. So if I have them pre-graded, there's no point in waiting that 1 extra second. So what I do is I stack them in piles, everything, I list everything as good. And unless it's acceptable. If it's really bad condition, I'll list it as
So you never do very good, like new, it's always good.
I don't believe in very good, I believe in. I don't believe in like new, because you might as well list it as new. What's the difference between like new and new? Like, in my opinion, I don't really see that's just.
You're willing to take that risk.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So my grading process is, and people argue with me about this all the time. Feel free to comment below if you disagree. I just don't think there's much data that supports really grading that harshly. So what I do is everything is good unless it's acceptable or new, and I just blaze through these books. So I scan them into Google Keep. So I'll stack these in piles. Let's say I'm at a library, and let's say I go in the back and they have a crazy amount of books, and I'm on the road. Let's say like I'm traveling 5 hours away from home. I could load all these up in my car, but that's gonna add, if you count out every single step that adds to put them in my car, haul them back home.
Transport them,
and take them back into my house, and then take them out from my house and take them to the UPS or FedEx. It's so many extra steps. So what I do is I pull every book that it dings good, I stack it in piles, ISBN up. So they're all stacked in piles, ISBN up. And so like I'll literally be pulling them off the shelf. And this is for like really big sources. And you can do this at home too. You don't have to do this at the place and look like a crazy person, you know, listing books. But so and you can do this online at a Goodwill too. Like you can simplify this with like 20 books or 10 books, whatever you do. So I have them stacked ISBN up, and then I open up Google Keep. I turn my phone to have it where it won't black out. Like it keeps the screen on for like forever. So, and make sure it's not on low battery mode. I set it on the shelf, I connect my scanner to my phone, and I scan through as fast as I can. So I'm scanning like books super, super fast. It'll throw everything in there. And so then...
So it's just throwing the ISBN into Google Keep.
Yeah. And so once I get one complete box full, so what I'm doing is scanning these books in, and I fill up one box. And I've gotten to the point where I know like the Home Depot small size boxes is what you want to use, or U-Haul small size boxes to ship out these books. So once,
to keep it under 50 pounds.
To keep it under 50 pounds, yeah. I've gotten used to doing that. So I can eyeball it and kind of get. I also have a bathroom scale that I carry with me, so I might double check it. But I try and get as close to 50 pounds as possible. And once I fill one box up, I enter a space, and for my virtual assistant is who's going to actually make the shipment, and I put box 2. And then I'll get another box. I'll scan all these books in box 2. So this eliminates the need for box contents, because we're making one batch for each box. So I have Google Keep, and it's got box 1, boom, all the ISBNs that I listed in there.
So you don't ship multiple boxes to one location, because then you're gonna have to do the split.
What do you mean multiple boxes?
Like what I mean, you're gonna just ship one box at a time. Like one label per box, essentially.
Yeah. So and then it's got box 2, box 3, and all the respective ISBNs. So now this is in Google Keep, and the reason why I use Google Keep is if you do this in Notes, and you this is such a bad thing that can happen. Let's say you scan in 200 books. If you highlight all those to like copy and paste to an email, and you accidentally hit cut, they're all gone forever. And if you do that in Google Keep,
I'm sure you've done that.
Yeah, that's why I use Google Keep. And also you can add collaborators in Google Keep, so I can just add my virtual assistant, and she can just see it immediately. Okay. So she can start making these. I can ping her when I'm on the road. Like maybe sometimes there's like time constricted sources where I'm just like I have to get out of here within an hour, and I email my virtual assistant. I'm like, hey, look, I'm about to add all these to Google Keep. Can you make this shipment like now? And she's like, yes, and I pay her well for it, because I need this done fast. So they're all in Google Keep, and then what she's doing is she's using Accelerlist. Okay. So she has my login information, and there's nothing a VA can do except see your sales, but who really
Because
cares?
it's just connected to your Amazon. She can't actually get into your Amazon through there. It's just API
can.
connected.
I trust my VA so much, she uses my Amazon account too. So then she's copying and pasting everything from Google Keep into Accelerlist, and she made a respective batch for that, for that one box. So box 1 has its own batch, and she's also got the weight for the batch. I'll add 49 pounds, and she'll send me the shipping label, and it's done. So I have a YouTube video on this. I just literally copy and paste all of these ISBNs in there. And she's got the source information, she's got the buy cost, she's got the date. So my SKUs are built out real clean and nice. And there's no need for what's it called? For, dang.
We'll get back to it.
Yeah, well, there's no need for box contents, number one, my bad. There's no need for box contents because each box has its own, batch. But also, there are a couple things that can happen where you can like pull out books that have missing dimensions. That's something that happens. Like, well, what do you do with missing dimensions? And I had to teach her that. So there's a couple hiccups that happen with this, but yeah.
Yeah, just like anything, like, you can watch from the outside, but once you get into it, you're gonna find a few little flaws that you're gonna have to fix.
Yeah. So,
okay, so once you go through that whole process, you put everything in Google Keep, you connect with your virtual assistant, who's in the Philippines, I think you were saying, right?
Yeah, pay her $4 an hour.
Okay, $4 an hour. So she inputs everything into Accelerlist for you, which is connected to your Amazon. Accelerlist is just pretty much like a listing software. I use it as well, and it just helps you to speed up the process. There's some like bookkeeping elements to it as well.
Yeah.
So now, once she creates the shipment, how do you get the label? Because you're in a thrift store.
Okay, back up a little bit. The split shipment part. I use inventory placement.
Explain what a split shipment is for the people.
So a split shipment is like, let's say there's 20 books in this box. It might try to send 3 to Connecticut, 4 to Florida, and then like the rest to California. So what I do to combat this is she always tries to organically get in those splits. If I'm not on a time constraint, she'll try every 4 hours to organically get in those splits. So
how do you do that?
She'll hit preview shipments, and it'll say, it'll show all the splits. And then 4 hours later, she'll hit preview shipments again, and the splits will be different. They'll change every 4 hours. So if there's like a preferable split, like 19-1, or even just 20 all go into one place, that's what we're looking for. But if I'm like, hey, Bae, I got to get out of here. Her name's Bae.
Yeah.
If I'm like, hey,
I thought you called her Babe. I'm like, okay, I see how you're doing it, my man. That's how you got that low.
I send the emojis every once in a while. But I'm like, hey, we got to get these out now. Just go ahead. Try to get organically no splits, but if there are splits immediately, I have this bookmark. She's got this bookmark too, where if you go to if you go to settings and you go to fulfillment settings, click on inventory placement, and then you want to use inventory placement service instead of
it's an extra like 30 or what is it, 15?
I think it can be up to 50 cents a book. It's expensive.
Okay. Yeah, my mom always uses that. I've been trying to like get her to stop using it because when you have books, they usually all go, unless it's like a huge, like if you mix in like a board game or a puzzle, a lot of times it'll get split. But with books, I find that it rarely gets split. But I'm not doing the volume you're doing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and I'm dealing with a lot of textbooks a lot of times. So like 50 cents for like a $30 profit book is nothing. But I mean, you should definitely avoid this like at all costs. And there's ways to implement this method. I'm going to make future YouTube videos. I have a storage unit now. I'm going to kind of use a method like this where we're going to list everything in a spreadsheet just because it's so much faster.
Yeah.
And then still have the virtual assistant make the shipment. But
So once you get past that split shipment phase.
So once you get past that, and she turns on the inventory placement and then accepts it, what she'll do is she'll enter the weight. She'll enter 49 pounds. And then she'll click print shipping label, and she'll send it to me.
How do you print it though?
She'll click print PDF. She'll print the PDF, and then she'll email me all the PDFs. And then if you have a Dymo,
do you have like a printer in your car essentially?
No, I've been slacking on this. I think the best way to do this is get a Dymo, but 3 Dymos have broken on me. I just have really bad luck with Dymo. But I like yesterday, I went to a hotel, Marriott, and I went and I handed, I got her a $10 gift card after the fact, but she printed 20 PDFs for me, like the person working front desk.
Nice.
So hotel lobbies,
wow.
FedEx, you can just go directly. If you're dropping these off at FedEx anyway, I'd schedule a pickup because I got so many books from this source. It would have taken like 3 or 4 trips in my car. So I scheduled a pickup at the source, went around the corner, printed off all these at a hotel lobby.
Wow.
Use a Dymo if you have one, use a Zebra if you have one.
That's crazy.
I mean, that makes way more sense. This is like not efficient at all. But yeah, and then each box has its own label, and I on the actual label, it's got box 2. It'll say box 2 on it. It'll say box 3, and I have all the boxes label box.
Wow.
Like I just put like a Sharpie on it, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, and so I just go by and tape them on.
Well, I've heard a lot of people's like methods and stuff, but I've never heard anything quite like this. You just kind of learn and just adopt this yourself?
Yeah, well, I just got tired of taking the books from the source to my car, back into the Airbnb, out of the Airbnb to the post office. It was just too many steps. So I took them directly from the source to my car to the post office now with this. So,
wow.
And preferably, you can negotiate with the people at whatever source you go to. If you're cool with the library, just be like, hey, look, can I put this out back and schedule a UPS pickup? You shoot me a text when it's picked up, and that's the way. Then you literally take the book off the shelf, put it in the box, put it outside. UPS comes and picks it up.
Yeah.
So
that's cool. You know, Romer, 23 years old, sales around $12,000 a month right now, 30 to 40% profit margins. You have a goal of hitting, you were saying, what, $500,000 in sales?
This year, yep.
In 2019. So if you guys want to follow Romer's journey, be sure to check him out on YouTube and Instagram. I'm going to put links down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, do us a big favor and smash that like button. Share this video with some of your book selling friends or anyone you know who's a reseller, because I think this is a really cool strategy that people can implement. And like we were saying, the more you list, granted, you're listing high quality books that, you know, are selling and have a market and there's profit margin there. The more you list, the more you ship, the more money you're going to make. Like the easiest way to double your sales is double the amount of items that you have in your inventory. Again, granted that it's high quality stuff. So
yeah, and I think this is like essential for people that travel and source books, more so than people that are like at home, because when you're on the road, you got to get it out fast. Because you got to get that money rolling, and you got to free up space in your vehicle. So and you don't want to waste, you know, let's say you only can list 40 books an hour. You don't want to waste, you know, doing all that and hauling them into a Starbucks like I used to. If you can just get them out and focus on getting more books, like let's say inventory placement. Let's say you pay $20 in inventory placement. You've saved that much time by using this method, by going out and you can find a $20 book on the shelf that just paid for all the extra fees that people are going to complain about. So.
Cool. So hopefully you guys found value in this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and again, follow Romer. Links down below. Until next time, we'll see you in a future video, and have an amazing day. Peace.